Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you are new and have not been here before, my name is Ashley, and I am working in my daily creative journal. I am going to be doing a 4-day spread using some Happy Mail and some things that I just have in my stash. What you're seeing right now is I am putting down some tissue paper, except it's not the tissue paper. It was the kind of packaging, the wrapping of the tissue paper. And so I didn't want it to go to waste. It's still really cute. And so I just decided to put that on there, and I'm going to cut out one of these images from a printable off of Loveland's Life's Patreon. I have been part of her Patreon for maybe a year and a half now. I don't know. And this is not her typical printable. She usually does like words and things like that, as well as some art, painting, collage work. So this printable is not typical of her Patreon, but I thought it would be a nice change and a nice add up to my journal, something a little bit different. So I am putting that in there down with the day of the week that I stamped out on some painted papers. And this is going to be a few day event. I did just not make enough time, I guess, to do all of my journaling. And so I had to film over 3 or 4 days. And if you notice, my nail color has changed from that first clip that we were watching, where I did the paper from Loveland's Life and the tissue paper on the opposite page. So I think in total it took me like 4 days to film this, but it was all good. And then part of it was the issue with the spray, the ink spray that I just used. Takes a little while to dry. Not too long, but long enough for my son to start getting into things and needing me to stop doing what I'm doing. He is turning 4 soon, so the short attention span and the need for attention is part of the age. And also he's a Leo, so it is what it is. But I really love how that page turned out opposite of the tissue paper. If you notice, the watercolor did not reactivate what I sprayed on there. So it was just really nice to kind of have that layered look in the background. And now what I'm doing is I'm just finding a picture to put on this page with the tissue paper. There's not a lot of writing room on that page, if you notice, and that's because I am so far behind in my journaling. I am not current. I'm at this point, I think, a week and a half maybe behind, probably a little bit less. But I did not remember what happened on the day that I was creating. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. I don't have any notes or any appointments or anything like that. But I know that I went to the dentist with my son at some time that week, and I had this picture from the time before when I took him to the dentist. So I'm just going to pop that in there and write about his dentist visit and call it good, because I have no idea. I probably just cleaned and took care of my son that day, which is fine. That's how it goes. But, you got to do what you got to do. And what I have to do is write about something that happened earlier in the week that I didn't really get to write about in depth on the day it happened, because it was a busy day. So I am starting my second 2-page spread. I'm going to do a very similar technique as I did on the last page. This time in green, though. I am also going to be adding some yellow on this page, some like yellow shimmer, gold shimmer. And I really like how it turned out with kind of the green and the gold. The kind of, they kind of go together but still stand out enough to give it some visual interest. And these are some watercolors. I've gotten all of these watercolors that you see over in the tin. They are all things that I got off of Etsy. And I will try to link the Etsy stores below if I remember. I didn't do a very good job of waiting for this to dry because I think this is the third or fourth day I attempted to film, and I was just really tired of starting and stopping. So I just kind of went through it even though the page was still wet. And it does transfer over to this other page a little bit, but I'm not going to care. What I'm going to be doing right now, though, on the screen is I'm going to stop messing with that Twinings tea bag, and I'm going to start making some day labels. I think I do Friday, Saturday, and maybe Sunday too. And I really have been enjoying using my wood stamps for that and getting that done that way. I do also have some of those clear stamps that you like put on the acrylic block that have the day of the week written on them, so I don't have to stamp them out letter by letter. But I kind of enjoy like the, I don't know, uneven look right now of the little wooden stamps. It is never the same twice. I'm never accurate twice on it. So I like that right now. So I do that for Saturday and Sunday and Friday, I believe. And then I also use some paper, you can see it now right now, to kind of mat them on, I guess is the word that I would use for that. I don't know. Like a collage, I guess, is another word that I could use. But I'm trying to use up a lot of scraps and things like that. It's not always always how it works out, but I'm trying to kind of scale down my clutter on my desk because I just have the messiest desk. So I'm using that brown right there for Friday is I believe a Staples bag. When you get prints, they put your prints in a brown paper bag. And so that's from there for Friday. And then on Saturday, I think that I think that's an envelope, like a security envelope that you would get to send your bills back in. And then I think on Sunday, I use both of them. I use a security envelope and some brown paper bag just to, mix things up. But I really like the way that looks to do that. I do that with a lot of my pen pal letters that I send out. I address them on paper and then make a little collage on the front. And I really like how it turns out most of the time for my pen pal letters. And so, yeah, there's an idea is to make some collages on the front of your envelopes. So what I'm doing now is I've just stuck down some stickers to kind of go with the days, and now I'm going to put my date stickers. I'm still trying to work through this book with the dates for the next month, or for this month, and the next month I'm going to start using Loveland's Life Printables again, and I have been enjoying the kind of search of what goes with the page of those. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how to put this picture down. It is a picture from my pen pal. She is international, and she sends me pictures every once in a while of what is going on around here, like some buildings. She lives in a very interesting small town, and so she sends a lot of pictures of the buildings and of, you know, the nature around it. And I just didn't know what to do with that picture. I end up just putting it on the page you'll see in a minute, because I did not like how tight it was in that Twinings bag, but also I enjoy that Twinings bag. It's really cute. I thought about putting it on the other page too, and I need to find a place for it, maybe in the next 4 days, but not for this picture. I think, though, I am just about done with these next couple days. I think I'm going to get the picture down, and that'll be it for this 4-day spread. And I want to thank you all so much for watching and subscribing. It really makes me feel good to see that people are watching and enjoying the content that I'm putting out, and I'm not just kind of shouting into the void and doing it just for me. It's nice to know when people enjoy the things that you do and take pleasure in it. I think the world would be a lot better place if we took in consideration other people a little more often. And so I'm really trying to think about what other people would enjoy watching. So if you have enjoyed this, I invite you to please subscribe and come back again. And I want to thank you all for having already subscribed and coming back. So hopefully we will see you in the next one. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below with which of these 4 pages was your favorite. I think I'm going to lean towards the green page with the gold on it. I really enjoy the way that one looks. Everybody take care, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.